Words, 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 words. That was a stab in the heart. So bad. Max was not good. Death by 1,000 cuts. And it was kind of just ripped your heart out in the first inning. 2 outs on 3 pitches. Realmuto finds a hole. Arcia couldn't get over on that slow grounder because he was in the shift. And then Harper the other way. Castellanos was the big annoying villain today, offensively and defensively. We dunked one in front of Ronald Acuna Jr. The Phillies gave the Braves a taste of our own medicine. 5 runs with 2 outs, and it all mattered. We left a small village of base runners on, and we weren't clean defensively after those 2 runs were put up on Max in the first inning. We had bases loaded, 1 out. William Contreras at the dish. Ranger Suarez had been effectively wild. Double by Ronald and a couple of walks by Olsen and Riley. Bases loaded, 1 out. And then William Contreras, it was a 2-1 count. Inside fastball that was not even anywhere close to borderline. Called a strike. 2-2 and 3-1 are countries apart in what that means for the batter in the situation. So that was terrible. And then he was able to lay off a high fastball, really good take. And then Suarez was able to execute his first curveball that he thrown to Willie C. For a pitcher's best friend double play. So what should have been a 2-1 deficit with Travis d'Arnaud coming up with the bases loaded with 1 out, it turned into 0 runs, rally killed. And I'm not saying that we played well, because we did not, and we had a lot of chances to cover that up, but I'm saying that everybody needs to lock in on every pitch, including the umpires, because one pitch can change the tenor of a ball game, and that's what happened. So I'll leave it at that. But especially since the next inning, Max was able to put up a 0. Then Travis took an inside fastball, corked it for a solo shot, 2-1. So who knows what would happen with the bases loaded there. But 2-1 nevertheless. And then Max Fried did something that he never does. Made a bad throwing error on a check swing roller by JT Realmuto. Threw high. Matt couldn't get his foot back on the bag in time. So air opened up the floodgates for the Phillies. Nick Castellanos double. Good play by Ronald, but a couple of high throws by Ronald and Dansby. So we couldn't get him out there when we could have if we executed a perfect throw. Second, third, 1 out. Gene Segura, a 2-out single up the middle after a Bohm sacrifice fly. Make it 4-1. And then, again, Max, second and third, 1 out in the fourth. We go to Jesse Chavez. He was able to strike out JT Realmuto on a nasty backdoor cutter. We walk Bryce Harper with 2 outs. Bring up Nick Castellanos, and he was able to find a hole, stroke to single, 2 runs, 6-1. And then in the top of the 5th, Chavez gave up a leadoff double. The Phillies executed ABC baseball, bunt, sac fly, 7-1. But then the Braves struck back with 2 doubles by Willie C. and a 2-run double by Travis d'Arnaud. Had 3 RBIs on the day. Stat sheet stuffing. 7-4. The bullpens calmed it down for both sides. And then in the 9th inning, the never quit was snipped, but we just couldn't finish the deal. A infield single by Ronald, 3 hits on the day for him. A single by Dansby Swanson, who had the golden sombrero, left a lot of base runners on, so that'll at least leave good taste in his mouth for tomorrow. And then Riley struck out. Riley struggled today, 3 strikeouts as well. But Matty O cranked a 3-run Jimmy Jack over the center field wall, 7-6. And then Willie C, I thought poked a dunker double, but Nick Castellanos had other plans, made a spectacular diving catch on it. Nick Castellanos is not that good of a defensive player, so if he's making diving plays on you, maybe it's not your day. He made a great diving play. 2 outs, and then Travis d'Arnaud ground out to end it. We also, in that 5th, I forgot to mention 1st and 3rd, 2 outs after Michael Harris smoked one to center field. Matt Vierling, nice running catch there. And then Vaughn Grisham struck out on a nasty curveball by Brad Hand. Pinch hit for Robbie Grossman. It must have been a feeling for Snit there, I'm not sure. Or Grossman, something pulled or something, I'm not sure. So we had a ton of chances. We also left the bases loaded in the 3rd. We had a ton of chances to cover up that one bad strike call, but we couldn't execute. We didn't do it. The Phillies had good defense today. We didn't make all the plays we should have. And we couldn't cover it up today. But we lost game 1 last year, and look how that turned out. So, as always, go Braves, champions forever. It's going to be a tough ride with Zach Wheeler, obviously, but we've done it before, and let's just tie this thing up. As always, go Braves, champions forever. That one hurt.